Hey golf fans, welcome back to another EA Sports PGA Tour tips and tricks tutorial video. Today we will be looking at how the lie at your feet affects your shot. So if you are a tour player and you are struggling with your approach shots since the update like this or this video is 100% for you, so stay tuned. So it is now 24 hours since the latest EA Sports PGA Tour update, and one of the main talking points is the new Tour aiming arc. It now only shows the apex of the ball flight excluding wind, slope and lie. So we now have to take these three factors into our calculation when making our golf shots. So like I say, stay tuned to this video and I will help you improve your approach shots into the greens. Take a look at the bottom right hand side of our screen where you are seeing a golf ball and it says T100% level. That information is now crucial when playing on this mode. So when you're on the tee box, your lie will always be level. So the only factor we have to take into calculation here is the wind. It's 10 mph wind diagonal. I've played it down the right hand side of the fairway and allowed that wind to serve me back to the centre. If you want to know how I calculate my winds, please check out my helpful tips and tricks video on the wind and elevation calculations. So it's 121 to the pin, up 3 feet. So with that calculation, I am going to say it's playing 122. I'm going to add on 10 yards for the wind. So now I'm looking for a club that is roughly 132 yards. For me, that is my approach 50-degree wedge, and I am applying a little bit of backspin. And now we are going to look at the lie at our feet at 0.2 below. So when the ball is below, it will go right, so aim left. For that, it's minimal. So now I'm just really playing the wind. And what I'm looking to do here is land the ball past the pin and spin it back towards the flagstick. So just really playing the wind here. And like I say, check out my tips and tricks video on the wind calculations. So we've executed the shot I wanted to play, just generated a little bit more backspin than I would have liked. With the update as well, the putting skills have been improved and it now factors in to how good a putter you are. The more skill points you put into your putting, the smaller and more detailed the green grids do become. The less points you've got in the putting skill, the green grids are bigger and more clumsier looking in my opinion. So once again, lie at our feet is level. The only factor we've got to take in here is the wind, and I am going to try and shape this with a draw down the right hand side of the fairway. Not the best of swing lines, but it's going to work out absolute perfect for me. And let's see if we can get this approach shot close by going through our calculation methods. So I have left myself 199 yards. It is up 4 feet, so I'm going to add an extra yard. So it's playing 200 yards. I've now got a 9 mph wind. So I normally take off 10 yards for that kind of wind. So I'm now looking for a club in the 180 yard bracket. Let's fully loft up 8 iron. The lie at our feet is 2.4 degrees above, so the ball will go left. So I must aim slightly right for that. We've now got to take in the wind factor. Now the wind will overpower the lie at our feet. So I'm going to aim left of the flagstick and allow this wind and the lie at our feet to do the rest. We get the overswing and the fast, and hopefully that sits down pretty good. And yet again, that calculations have worked out really well for me, and it has set up an eagle opportunity. This putt is slightly uphill. It will turn from left to right. I do have 7 points invested in my putting skill now. And we do drain the eagle putt. So great start, birdie eagle. Let's see how my calculations work out at Marco Simone Golf and Country Club. This is the host course of the recent Ryder Cup. Now we are on the tee box, so the only calculation we need to make here is the wind. The lie at our feet is 100% level. So I'm just going to play this ball into the wind, and it should hold me up and move me to the right. It's really important now though that you do try and land on the flatter parts of the fairway and try and ensure you do have a better lie at your feet. I've left myself a below the feet lie here, 2.3 degrees. The higher that number is, the more your ball will shoot left or right depending on the lie angle. So this is an elevated approach shot, up 23 feet, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. I'm going to add on 8 yards. I'm now going to take the 12 mile per hour wind into the factor here as well. And with the ball being below my feet, it will shoot right. I would guess with the 2.3 degrees below, the ball will shoot about a yard right. So I am going to aim left. That wind is going to bring me from left to right as well, ever so slightly. And I am looking to just land this ball as close to the pin on the left hand side of the flag stick. It looks like that is going to leave me the easier putt. So the ball did shoot ever so slightly to the right. That wind is holding me up, and that is another fantastic approach shot, and it is going to set up another birdie opportunity. There is a fair bit of movement in this putt from left to right, uphill, but hopefully I can convert this putt for another birdie. Now stay tuned for my calculations, which I will showcase here now. So as you can see here, the lie at my feet is 6.3 degrees above. So that means the ball is going to shoot to the left, so I must aim right. I've lowered the wind, so the wind is at the lowest setting I can get. It's not really going to be a huge factor on this calculation. But for me, when I do have 6 degrees, or say it's 5 or 4, I will move the D-pad 1 touch left or right for every degree of angle. So here we have 6 degrees. The ball is above my feet, so we know the ball is going to shoot left. I will move the D-pad 6 times for that 6 degrees. So I'm just going to line up the cursor perfectly with the flag stick. I'm not factoring in the wind at this moment, but they are moving the D-pad 6 times. You can't count them. And now I am going to take into consideration the wind. It's 1 to 2. And now hopefully this ball does shoot to the left, and it's going to be a perfect angle for that lie. But that is it for this video, guys. If it did help, please make sure to smash the subscribe button. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like. Take care, peace out, and love you all.